Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make a unit out of the new 360 lace bands from the mcexperience.com. Now this particular video is going to be the extended version. I do have two versions, the extended and the shortened version. The extended version is over 40 minutes long. It's very detailed and it's mainly for beginners. Whereas the shortened version is going to be about 25 minutes long, and it's for people who are a little more advanced in wig making, who simply just want to see how to place the band on and to sew it down properly. So if you think that this extended version is for you, then please continue watching. So today the things that you'll be needing are going to be, of course, your 360 lace band from the mcexperience.com. I have 3 bundles, a 22, a 20, and an 18 inch. Some T-pins, a couple of alligator clips, a highlighter, a mesh dome cap, and a U-part wig cap, and I'll show you why we need this in just a second. Lastly, you're going to need a wig head. The one that I like to use is a wig block. However, you can use whatever you want to make your wigs. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here is the wig block. I have it onto a stand, and with the 360 lace band, it gives you the option of making it whatever size you need for it to be, as well as placing it anywhere you'd like to place it on your wig making head. Now, unless you're used to making wigs, it's very easy for you to sew this band down improperly and your wig will not fit, even if you have a wig block like this one where it's somewhat customized to whatever size wig block you chose. As you can see, you can move it down. If you move it down too far, you can also have it up entirely too high. So what I like to do is I'm going to take a U-part wig cap. I'm going to place it down onto the mannequin head, or the mannequin head template. I'm going to secure the wig cap into place with some T-pins. And it doesn't have to be super secured down, it just needs to stay in the position that you want it to be in. Okay, should look something like this. Make adjustments as you see fit. This is what this looks like. And this is a side part U-part cap, so that's why it looks like this. Okay, so now that I have the cap on the way that I would like for it to fit, I'm going to show you why we have it on here. Now with the dome cap, the dome cap is just round like this, and it doesn't have ear tabs like this wig cap does. The ear tabs will give you an idea where your ear will be. This ear tab sits right on top of your ear will be here. So therefore you want your lace band, excuse me, to sit on the tabs section. Let me demonstrate with the dome cap. The dome cap doesn't have ear tabs. Okay, so therefore the dome cap, if you don't know what you're doing or if you're a beginner, you could possibly sew down the lace band improperly while using the dome cap. What I'm going to do is take a highlighter and I'm simply going to trace around the wig cap. You can see the guideline. This will give you an idea of the way your 360 band should lay when you are using the dome cap. So let's go ahead and put our dome cap on. Since the band that I am using does have adjustable straps on the inside, you don't have to worry about keeping it in line with the dome cap. The only reason that we're using the dome cap is for the middle section where we're going to sew the band onto the cap and then later sew the tracks on to the cap as well. I'm going to take the band and the ear tab section on the band, the section where the ears go, you want them to somewhat line up with the ear tab section. Now remember, the ear tabs comes below your hairline. So you simply want it to look like this. Here's the drawing for the ear tab, and here's the section where the ear should go on the lace band. I'm going to go ahead and secure that into place. And I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. I'm going to find the section where the ears goes. I'm going to pull it down to the tab section. Okay, this hair is where the ear tab would be. And it should look like this. And I am going to secure it down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the front, move my mannequin head, lock it into place. Then I'm going to take the lace, I'm going to fold it over and secure it into place. Do the same thing at the back. Take the lace, just secure it into place. I'm not going to fold it at the back. I'm going to just secure it into place with a T-pin. The section on the side, I am going to fold it lightly like that. Fold it, pinch it, fold it down, You want that to lay flat though. And secure it with a T-pin. Take it, fold it over. As long as this section is laying flat, secure it with a T-pin. And we're just gonna secure the back some. It doesn't need any buckling or any folding. Now we're gonna take the hair, place it into a ponytail. Take one of our alligator clips, clip that hair down, and then now we're going to start working on the back. Now this section down here, where the bottom of the wig cap for the U-part wig was placed, that's not where your hairline is. That's simply where the adjustable straps on the U-part wig is placed. Let me go ahead and show you that. See this section right here? That's the adjustable straps. We don't sew down to that. This is the part where it cups your hair at the back. Okay? This is where we start sewing on the cap. That's what you're going to focus on when you're putting your lace band down. So this is the adjustable strap section. You're just going to pull your lace band down slightly, and then we're going to tack it down with a T-pin. And it should look like this. It should be similar to your head. Okay? Also, remember when you're doing the front that your lace should lay a little bit lower than your hairline. The cap underneath is going to be symbolic of your hairline. Can you see the cap right there? Okay, you want the lace to lay a little bit lower than your hairline, just like with frontals. So that's why I have the lace like that. So go ahead and do your checks to make sure you did everything properly. And now we can go ahead and begin sewing the band down. Now for this one, you're going to actually create the knot by going around the needle. Okay, now that I'm on the very last part, I'm going to go ahead and loop that twice. I'm going to loop it 3 times. Pull it through to create that knot. Now I'm going to cut the thread. Tie the knot. And this is what we should be looking like. Here's the top part. So now that we're done sewing down the lace band onto the mesh cap, we are going to remove the pins and try the wig on the way that it is to make sure that it fits well. There's nothing worse than constructing a whole wig and the wig isn't the right size or it's not positioned the way that you need it to be. So we're just going to check it to make sure that it's done properly. This is what it's looking like on the inside. And we're going to cut all of this off. But first we're going to try it on. Okay. And this is what it's looking like so far. It's looking pretty good to me. And remember the ear tabs that I was referring to? This section right here is laying exactly how it's supposed to be laying. This is how it should lay. If you don't put it on the cap properly, it's not going to lay down properly. Now that the lace band has been completely sewn onto the wig cap, what you're going to do next is cut off this excess lace. Now I noticed that some people do like to leave the excess lace on there, but to me it doesn't make any sense to do that because A, it's going to gather, and B, you also have this cap underneath, so there's no reason to leave this lace on there. Okay, so this is what it should look like after you have cut the excess lace off. It should just be the cap and maybe a little section of the lace hanging over, just because you don't want to get too close to the knots. Now it's time to begin sewing the tracks onto the wig cap. So I have my Brazilian straight hair right here. My longest length is 22 inches. You're going to take your longest length. And because of the type of wig it is, I'm not going to double the tracks. I'm going to do it single track all the way through. That way when you flip up the hair in the back, or you decide to put your hair into a ponytail, the hair will still lay flat. So you're going to think of this lace band as a frontal. So pretend that this is the beginning of, or the end of the frontal. You're going to take the track and place it there. That's where you want your beginning track to be placed. Right where the ear space is created, we're going to place the track there. So go ahead and get your T-pin and pin that down. And then you're going to come around. You basically want to pin it in place so that the track doesn't move. And you want to place it right on top of the band. We're going to do the same thing for this side, where the ear space is. That's where you want your track to be. When you lift the band up, it should look flat. That's how you know you place your track on there properly. Now I'm going to take my thread and my needle. I'm going to start at the tip of the track. I'm actually going to go through the track for this first part, through the lace, through the wig cap, pull that through, follow my string, take it through the knot. Here we go. Now we're going to go through the track one more time, through the lace and the cap, but this time I'm going to take the thread, the needle, twice, and that creates a knot. Now that it's secure, I'm going to go ahead and begin sewing. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the needle underneath the track, coming through the cap and the lace, and taking the thread, pulling the needle through like that. And then that way, when it comes down, the thread is in between the hole like that, and it creates a knot. Ever so often I'm coming down from the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and create that knot like that to make sure that the track is super secure, and in the event that the thread happens to break anywhere, the thread won't unravel completely and the track will still be secured onto the cap. Once you have gotten to the end of the placement of your track, what you're going to do is take your pins out, and take that track off of the end of that thread. Go ahead and fold it over like so, and then take the needle of your thread and go right through that track on the very edge. Go ahead and stick your needle through the cap. And what you're going to do after that is create the knot by wrapping the thread around the needle. So 1 time, 2 times, then pull through. And now that is nice and secure. And you can continue sewing. Basically what you're going to do is repeat the same steps as the first part of the track that you sewed down. You're going to take your T-pins and start placing your track with the pins. And you want to place it exactly the same spot where the beginning of that track is. Right here. See the beginning of the track? Place it right here. Not on top of the track, but right next to the track. You see how flat that is? That's how you want it to look. So you're basically going to repeat this process in a U motion until you make it to the top. So I just came back on to show you all how this shape is going. See how it's going into a U? And it's a smaller U than it was from the beginning, and eventually it's going to close up and just be straight across. I'll show you that when I get there. So I want to go ahead and turn the mannequin to the side so that you can see just how flat the wefts are laying. Look at that. Look at how flat that is. That's the reason why I lay my wefts the way that I do, is because it helps them to lay super flat, and that way you can basically place your wig and style your wig any way that you want to. And then I go ahead and I put my tracks super close together so that you can't really see the tracks in between. So what I'm going to do is lay a track across here. Then I'm going to bring the track and flip it and meet here on this edge. Then I'm going to make a U motion and meet here on this edge. And then I'm going to continue doing that until I reach the very top of the lace. And then I'm going to close the lace off like that. And we finished. So here I have made it pretty much to the top, and you can see more so how the wefts are arching. So it'll take maybe about me crossing this 3 more times, and I will come back with the finished look. So this is the final look of the 360 lace band wig. You can see how flat that lays. And I did use 3 bundles. This is what this is looking like back here. Before you place the wig onto your head, go ahead and cut the excess wig cap out. You don't have to get too close to the lace, that way you can be sure that you don't cut or accidentally cut any of the threads. And this is what it should look like on the inside. Straps. This is what it's looking like so far. This is what we're looking like at the sides. And I'll be completely honest, this wig is very heavy because I did install 3 bundles, and the 360 lace band does come with a lot of hair on it already. So if you don't like for your units to be too heavy, I suggest that you only use 1.5 to 2 bundles at most. But I love really full hair. And I am going to do a styling video on this, and I will cut the lace and show you guys how I do that and how I style this unit. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you found my video informative, helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below, or you can feel free to email us. info@themcexperience.com is the email address. I will link it down below as well. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.